Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Airy Sky Read-Alees. This is a stimulus update general chat for October 21st, 2020. And so I want to talk to you all about what's going on. So Sister Pee-wee sent me a link today. It had to do with Pelosi. Pelosi said something about wanting to get rid of Donald Trump so there's no stimulus, which is what I said in the beginning, but I also knew that the Republicans weren't going to budge anyway, so they're at a stalemate. So my opinion still stands the same when it comes to things, you know. There we go. That works. So anyway, so what's going on in the world is the American people are tired. All right. One guy basically did today. I follow one other person, from time to time. He did a video today about stimulus checks and how Pelosi's off a rocker again, and he decided to eat 2 Pequot Carolina Reaper chips, which to me is insane. I tell you, purely insane. So anyway, so we're standing around today waiting for some type of news to come out about stimulus checks. So I told Pee-wee I'd be debating this for a bit. My teacher, he didn't tell me when school's available. That was the other problem we had, is when are we doing school, So we're supposed to be doing school, but he's not doing school. So no one knows what's going to happen with school. So anyways. So, we are debating and arguing and preparing for whatever's going to happen down the pipe. So, this morning I decided to relax, So, I, on the other hand, feel pretty good. I've been doing some research, trying to troubleshoot, a couple problems. One is Chloe didn't actually inhale this into her lungs, so she needs to inhale it in her lungs to get this to basically mellow her out. Now, the other one she did inhale in her lungs. She basically was mellow as a teapot last night with this stuff. Fortunately, we didn't do too much of it, but still. So, today's news articles, like I said, is Mitch McConnell turned around and was laughing yesterday about stimuluses. And, you got, what's her name? Nancy Pelosi, who, we're looking for stimulus checks, info. So, this is about politics, But Nancy Pelosi gave a 45, so, So first thing here is I just want to look at this for us all is hold on, let me see what it says. All right, hold on. So it says here the doomsday scenario of lawyers and judges setting terms for voting or even deciding an election. With the terms for voting already essentially set in many states and calm coming over the courts and pre-election day litigation. Okay, so the court, it says here, everyone's snippy and panicked over something dumb. which is, the courts can't decide because there's early voting. So apparently, 40 million people or so have voted. So what you do is you get your ballot if it's mailed, take it to a drop box if you have one, get it in as soon as So so you got all these people. So it says here that Donald Trump talks or stimulus talks come to Trump loyalty litmus test. All right. So nearly $2 trillion. Same negotiations. Just how much GOP loyalty is left for the president. You see, that's what I was talking about yesterday's debate with Pee Wee and Gail. Is the Republicans are literally distancing themselves from President Trump. Basically reached in the language it could be done. So we might be able to see some light at the end of the tunnel by election day, but it's highly unlikely due to Mitch McConnell. So a Democrat said Pelosi's game isn't even worth playing. So even Mitt Romney of Utah said he is not envisioning supporting something like a $2 trillion bill. So even Mitt Romney, but then again, Mitt Romney came out and said today that he didn't vote for Donald Trump. So basically, it says here the $2 trillion stimulus bill would be really beneficial for McConnell, but McConnell doesn't care. It's like Pee Wee and Gail said last night that Mitch McConnell doesn't care. So leader aides and Democrat aides involved, they just don't see much progress made as Pelosi and Mnuchin are laying out right now. Again, doesn't mean the deal can't come together very quickly. The White House and Pelosi sign off on the right now, but they're not there yet. But Mitch McConnell doesn't want to give in to anything. And Nancy Pelosi turned around and stated that she does not want Donald Trump to even get reelected. Their goal is to cripple him. Well, it seems that it seems that Donald Trump is, playing mind games. Not mind games, sorry. Nancy Pelosi's playing mind games. Donald Trump basically wants to win. And the only way I think, from my own gut feeling is that's why we're having this discussion with stimulus checks is to get the voters on board. But if Nancy Pelosi drags this up, okay, this is the 21st of October. Now, if they get something passed by Friday, they still got to spend the weekend getting it hammered out, and then they can let it be on the floor, say the 28th or 29th, to vote on it. But by then, it's too late because good old Moscow Mitch wants to be home campaigning. So, right now they're talking about passing his bill, which won't go anywhere in the Senate today. And if it does, then it'll go to the House and they'll stop it. Which means, then they'll have to go back and say, okay, $2 trillion, or $2.5 trillion, or 3.5, whatever Donald Trump wants. Problem is nothing's going to be done. Literally, I mean, it's going to take a miracle to get something passed, and that is the damn truth, And the truth hurts. So, to me, the truth hurts. So, anyways, So what we're looking at big time right now is to leave it alone. And the way we got to leave it alone is we just got to leave it alone, you know. And so the American people are fed up. Literally, they're just clearly and thoroughly fed up, you know. And so to me, it is something you need to think about before you vote, because my vote's already ready to go. I was going to take it in today, but I'll do it tomorrow when I go by the post office and or whatever. So, like I said, Mitch McConnell is delaying it, but then again, you know, he wants to basically do PPP loans, airlines, schools, hospitals, and contact tracing for his meager, paltry $500 billion. Whereas the American people are like, look, we are homeless, we have no jobs, we could be evicted. All this stacks up to why? Seems the little baby is sleeping right now. If you need to know my rabbits, what I'm talking about. So, anyway, so one of the things that happened was, you know, that the stimulus package is delayed, and you know, and one of the things they talked about was unemployment, you know, and unemployment's important, but you know, the problem is what's going to happen, you know. So, um, I figured, you know, I'd come online for a bit, talk to you about what's going on. You know, Chloe's on her adventure. You know, she got angry again. I don't think she was inhaling this. That's what I think it is. She wasn't literally inhaling this. You know, and so last night I was uh giggly, you know, or giggling a lot, you know, because it was kind of funny last night. You know, literally last night she's sitting there and she had this little baby puff, you know, it was like, and then I went in and I basically took a big hit and I was coughing my lungs up, you know, and then afterwards I put the pipe in my pocket, you know, and she just sat there. And then when I got home, I did the update vid, and then when I got done, I was texting or emailing some people, and then afterwards I was in bed and Chloe couldn't sleep. She was just sitting there going, "Yeah, I don't think this stuff worked. I don't think this fucking stuff worked. I think this fucking stuff doesn't work." Well, to me, I'm thinking, you know, okay, well, thinking about it and doing some research, there's two possibilities. You know, mental illness, problematic, which we'll get to that in a minute. But anyways, back to the story. So Nancy Pelosi and Mitch McConnell and the president. President guarantees that he can get the Republicans on board, but I think the Republicans don't want to be on board. They don't care. They care about other issues, you know. So they're just like, nah, whatever, you know. So uh, on that aspect, so um, I could make more coffee today, but right now I'm not in the mood for coffee. You know, it's you know, the weather's changing to get colder. I'm kind of worried about the pandemic, which everyone is, but at the same time, you know, one of the things I always check on is the, um, you know, the virus stats for our country. So as of whatever, so far it's like 61,000. Let's see, we have almost 8.6 million new cases, or no, total cases, 227,000 dead, and currently 45,000. Yesterday it was 62. So 62,000, and it's spiking again, and yet no, everyone is worried about it spiking, you know. So, you know, anyway, so like I said, you guys need to realize that people out there will post, you know, oh, you know, stimulus updates or clickbait. And I've told Justin not to get his heart broken yet because there is nothing. I mean, literally, Mitch McConnell and Nancy Pelosi and Donald Trump really don't give two shits about the American people. They're wealthy and they don't care. Now, Donald apparently cares, but people are saying because he wants ultimate power, which is highly unlikely. There is checks and balances. However, I've heard this crap so many times, it's not funny. So, to me, I thought I would come here and let you know that those two girls, Gail and Pee Wee's right, that, right now, early voting's going out by the bucket load. So everyone's getting out there and voting when they can before the virus spikes, and they want to get their vote heard. So, like Washington State opened their early voting up 3 days ago. So, Monday. So 2 days ago. And so we're all waiting patiently to see how it plays out, because of it. And, the president should be able to come back. He really does. But if he doesn't, it's going to be basically making himself, in my opinion, look bad because the American people either bought into the fake mainstream media or fake news, or they don't care. And literally, they're just more worried about living and wanting someone to bail them out, which, some places don't have jobs. I mean, people sit there and say, well, why don't you just go get a job and quit mooching off the people? Well, you could. Unfortunately, the problem mooching off the people is pretty severely complicated because the people that mooch, have problems. And, I have a loaf of bread there that Chloe let go moldy. So I have sandwich makings, but no bread. So Chloe turned around, and she left. She went to go do some errands. She said she was hungry, so she was going to go get something to eat out. And I was like, I would like to eat something, but, the last time we talked about food, she was kind of cranky because she didn't want me tapping into stuff. So anyway, like I said, the president, I think, is going through hell, plain and simple. And that is, man, it's really bad. And it's bad because we have problems. Literally, we have severe problems. And until we get things severely fixed, there's nothing we as in people can do. I mean, literally. We're living on a supply of food right now that we're trying to eat down, and yet we're not eating it down fast enough. And it's saddening. I, on the other hand, have stockpiled everything we could to get through this pandemic, and yet everyone's worried about stimulus checks. Hi. Oh, yeah, you're breathing a little lightly. So basically, I have a feeling the government is really going to see shit hit the fan soon, and we're going to see a lot fail. And it saddens me. It saddens me to no end, It saddens me to no end. And because of that, I got to get the dishwasher running eventually again. I've been kind of lazy on that, too, the last 3 days. And the reason for it is I'm kind of concerned with the electric bill. With the oven the way it is, the oven's running and running and running and running, and so I have to pull Chloe's TV dinner out, turn the temperature up, raise the TV dinner heat for mine, and try to eat down the TV dinners. But at the same time, every day gets us closer to going to Portland, and every day is different. Hey, Sassy, how are you doing today, my friend? So the stimulus thing with Nancy Pelosi, Nancy Pelosi basically came out. It was on Fox News, by the way. Chloe would say, well, you can't trust Fox News and those Republicans that believe in Fox News. But, there was an article about Nancy Pelosi stating that she wants to delay stimulus checks to get Donald Trump out. Unfortunately, let's just say hypothetically that's true. She wants to use that to get rid of Donald Trump. Has anyone in their right mind realized to do that, to make that even work? Has anyone thought to do that that to do that to get rid of Donald Trump, that even the Republicans are doing. I mean, look, literally, they're distancing themselves 13 days before the election. They're distancing themselves, and they're not giving a damn about anything, you know? Let's see, did that freaking dum-dum give me a link? Let's see if Dad's got an email for school. Ugh. So I emailed my dad just now about that because I can't find anything from this. I got the Reverend here, then I got this, then I got other crap, then I got more crap, then I got more crap, then I got more crap. But I don't have anything from anything else, so that's why I'm looking. Because usually he sends me some. Maybe I put it in the trash can. I doubt it. But anyways, I got school to do today, and then tomorrow I can actually relax, you know. So this guy said something about card shower. He didn't send me that. So no, I don't have any of this. That's the fucking problem right there. Nope. So apparently there is none. There is nothing. I'll have to see if Dad can email me because I emailed the Reverend and the teacher, and he's not available yet. So, anyways, Nancy Pelosi turns around, and good morning, Hannah, and basically stated she wanted to get rid of Donald Trump so bad that they're delaying it. The thing is she's just basically prolonging this because if you look at the politics, Nancy Pelosi also knows that Mitch McConnell's not going to budge. Even if Donald Trump says he will, he won't. And you got to ask yourself, why is the Republican Party basically distancing themselves from Trump? Well, because they're afraid. And two is they want a $500 billion bill that helps out what they think is more important: hospitals and hospital, PPP loans, unemployment, and no stimulus. And he also wants to do airlines and stuff. So in my opinion, and excuse me, I just need to know, Hannah, why you removed this person. So he's calling Mitch McConnell a Nazi. I mean, sometimes we should allow freedom of speech, shouldn't we? And everyone doesn't like Moscow Mitch. I mean, literally. But but if that's what you feel, so that's why I was saying, we're all entitled to a point. But anyways, Moscow Mitch uh, basically wants to do $500 billion, and yet he doesn't want to give in. To me, I thought it was pretty fucking stupid. Okay, let's see. Did Dad email me? Yeah. All right. He said he did email me. So, anyways, back to the story. So what happened was Gmail changed their color scheme. So a nice kitchen. Actually, that's a full Christmas tree. It's not actually a kitchen Christmas tree. It's a full Christmas tree. So I got my little Christmas thing. They're getting ready to put presents under there soon. So, anyways, so Mitch McConnell basically is snickering that even if Donald Trump basically tries to push the Senate to vote on a package that him and Nancy Pelosi and Mnuchin came together. He's going to stick it to Donald Trump, basically, and basically, like he has been. The other day, he said, look, we're not going to pass a bill, and if it does come up for vote, we're not voting on it till after the election or whatever, So again, you got Fox News saying Nancy Pelosi wants to block it so Donald Trump loses, which no one truly knows what's going to happen. I mean, the report came out today that the politics, early voting's going ahead, and no one knows who, what, when, where. They don't want to see. The problem with the early voting is, and this is the real problem with early voting, is the American people know that if they're voting early, then the Supreme Court can't turn around if a Barrett's in there and say, oh, Donald Trump won when all the electoral colleges are tallied up, and the American people's votes already went for Donald Trump or Biden. I mean, if you look at it, what's going to happen? There's nothing to be argumentative over this, and the American people are making a statement today saying it's my God-given rights to vote, I'm voting. And then you have the other people saying, well, vote Mitch McConnell out, vote Donald Trump out, vote Pelosi out, vote. I mean, look at it. As I said, Donald Trump, in my opinion, to get a win, he needs to get the stimulus checks passed. And Mitch McConnell won't pass it. I mean, literally, what if Mitch McConnell turns around and gets $500 billion stimulus package? It goes to the House. The House decides to pass it to be an asshole. And Donald Trump turns around and says, oh, I'm not signing this because it's too little for the American people. That'll make me look like I'm for big business. And nope, we need the small business. So again, that would infuriate the American people. So Donald Trump knows to come across the aisle, he's got to get the vote. So he's like, look, we need a stimulus package. You guys, we offered you 1.5. You said no. We offered you 1.6. You said no. We offered 1.8. You're working with us. It's up to 2 trillion or so now. And again, Mitch McConnell keeps coming out, opening his mouth, going, oh, well, we don't have the votes because no one wants to increase the deficit. Well, if you don't increase the deficit, there's going to be a bigger problem. Stock markets are going to crash. Panic shopping is going to happen. You can't find toilet paper again. People are going to be evicted from their homes, their cars, their travel trailers, motorhomes, campers, boats, you name it. Then who's the fault? Then who's at fault? All right, so I got to ask Dad. All right, so, and then I got to ask, does Dad have a time zone? I got 3 courses I do with Dad, so I can't keep up with it, and I should put it in my device, but I'm just like, fuck it, So Dad sent me that, so I should be fine. So, anyways, so let's go to the comments. So basically, so like I said, Donald Trump, unless he gets a this passed, I don't think he can win, but no one knows. That's the thing. So like I said, 13 days till the election, and without stimulus, no one knows what's going to happen. And by the way, Punch, are you willing to realize that the silent majority supposedly is all for Donald Trump? Let's think about that for a minute. I have a couple moderators here that has the wrenches next to the name that are loyal to Donald Trump. So you think my moderators want to hear that they said that they were come here. Look, it was his freedom of speech, sassy again, to allow him to speak his mind. I mean, he didn't say anything wrong. All right. If he wants to express that Donald Trump's going to lose, it's like me giving my freedom of speech here, too. We can't argue about it. I mean, we all have to wait. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You're not bad. You see, you're a good friend. I'm bad because I took it offensively yesterday that you said I was rude, and sometimes I can be, and I'm totally sorry with that, So, I mean, look, if his name's name, but the point is I want to say that right now Nancy Pelosi's doing everything she can, and with 13 days left in the world, sorry, not 13 days left in the world, 13 days till the election, I think the American people need to realize that that we have to look at all aspects. So, 13 days to go. It ain't over till the fat lady sings. I mean, literally, when the election is finally finished up, we'll know who's president. I mean, literally, there's early voting going on. And everyone out there I've talked to that's doing the early voting is doing it because they don't want their president to get a second term. Plain and simple. They said they're done. They're done with the lies. They're done with the smoke and mirrors. They're done with the direct attacks to other party members like Dr. Fauci or Nancy Pelosi or attacking Joe Biden. I mean, look, a lot of American people out there think that the president isn't unpresidential when he went and attacked literally on national television. All right. I mean, literally, look at it from that point of view. I mean, everyone around is basically, you know, is angry, right? So you turn around and you're basically angry. You're angry to angry can be, right? Why? Because you go on TV and you turn around and you see Biden, Donald Trump attacking a moderator, which the moderator deserves it. But then Donald Trump turns around and attacks Biden on one of his debates. And Biden says, "Shut up, man." I mean, what type of vice presidential man turns around and tells our commander in chief to shut up? Is it because he doesn't like the fact that he's not the commander in chief? I mean, if you look at all these damn bullies, you're going to see it's all bullies. It's all about bullying and it's staying about bullying. That's it. It's all about fucking bullying, right? So the American people are getting bullied. And then you got Donald Trump who's trying to basically defend himself. And you got Biden basically like he's high on crack because he's standing around being like, "Shut up, man." And yet he's basically doing what he can. But at the same time, Donald Trump has to defend himself. Instead, Donald Trump is being thrown into a meat grinder and being ground down while they're all sitting around. Look at Harris. She turned around and was rude to Vice President Pence, but Pence had to be like, "Oh yeah, we're going to win. We're definitely winning. There's no ands and buts. We're definitely winning." I mean, to me, that disturbs me, okay? He shouldn't have said that. The American people could turn around and say, "Listen here, you narcissistic little bastards." And I'm talking about the president and the, you know, the president and the vice president who said they're going to win, right? Instead, they could lose all because the American people are going out and voting in droves because they're all getting the mainstream media saying that voters are being suppressed, black voters, Hispanic voters, and then Donald Trump says, "Oh yeah, the black voters like me." I've talked to 4 African American people on this island that hate him so much that they are voting him out. Pelosi doesn't care about anything, Punch. Pelosi cares about her $20,000 freezer and her $500 billion of ice cream, jokingly, of course. Uh, Anyways, hold on a sec. I got a message from one of my followers. One of the original moderators asked me a question. So, told the original moderator I'll be waiting for her wherever I put my thing. You know, this really fucking. Oh, here it is. They are. They're basically pitting each other. I mean, look at the Republicans punch. They turned around and they did what they did, you know. So I'm waiting for a family member to message me real quick, and then, you know. So basically, like I said, you know, that's the way it is, you know. But still, my main concern is I got family that are unemployed that needs help, and yet these spineless wimps aren't helping at all. So, you know, so. Here we go. All right, so my cousin Dinky's watching, so warm this up. Yeah, this is pretty damn good stuff, I tell you. Yeah. Yeah, man, this is just smoky. Pelosi basically, Dinky likes her ice cream, man. She just likes her ice cream. It's costing you money for it. Hold on a sec. Oh, yeah, what do you guys think, huh? Well, welcome, Cam. Welcome. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Free tablet. Yeah, free tablets. Great, man. So I'm going to be going down to Oregon soon, as you all know. And when I go down there, I told my cousin the first thing we're doing is she better have I will have my pin with me, and she better have a tip ready to go for me because I'm getting in that fucking truck of hers, and I'm going to be fucking hitting it up for 7 hours of torture on a bus. Better than then I'm going to dinner. I'm literally going to be fucking going to dinner, I tell you. You know, I'm going to be going with her to Buffalo Wild Wings. Exactly. Says, so my cousin Dinky's got at me on her TV, and she says, I blame Pelosi for my assistant not being met. I agree. I believe that's one reason why I do these videos, Dink, is because of it, you know. Greedy old hag only includes requests directly related to pandemic. Yeah, well, you know what she also wants to do? She wants to give $1,200 of your hard-earned money that you paid into your taxes to go to illegals to get her reelected. And because of that, you know what happens, right? She turns around and she literally uh, is trying to buy the votes. And Pelosi likes her booze. She's a boozer. She's had so much plastic surgery. The only thing I think that's sagging on her damn crusty body is her boobs. But anyways, my cousin-in-law just called me a pothead. She says, look, I'm watching a pothead on TV. Pothead. Even if we go to the titty bar, sis, the problem is everyone, the original moderators with us, my cousin-in-law, a.k.a. my sister, Dinky. Hey, Dink. Let me just say, if we're going to the titty bar, they better be allowing me to smoke my weed in there because I do not want to be without my weed, I tell you. So you guys want to hear what happened? I was telling Dinky earlier. So let me tell you a story. So Chloe this morning snapped at me 3 times after she inhaled. Last night I was very giddy. I was laughing. I was chuckling. I was having a blast. And I said to Chloe, I said, Chloe, your new name is Hippie Spice, because she always says she's Chloe Spice. So I said, your new name is Hippie Spice. Well, she turned around and said, my cousin Dinky, who cares for her to a point, because I said, our hearts are hurting for mental illness, better come up with a nickname for me. Well, I said, well, I go by the name of Aries Sky Rita Lee, so she says Sky High. So, hold on. I got a shirt that I got to wear for my cousin eventually. My shirt says, I have high friends in low places. I saved it. It was my husband's t-shirt. I love that, So, oh, yeah. So, anyways, so my cousin was like, but this stuff we can't smoke in here. It would be too smelly. So I sent Chloe to get some incense sticks, and hopefully there's a way around it, or some professional grade room killer like Gail does, But, I wonder if I'm allowed to smoke this in the house or in the garage. I mean, literally, I've seen her puffing on that, I believe, in the car. So, car is not bad. Hold on. So, anyways, I just had to call my cousin a pothead because my cousin, she's cool, But, I got school in a half hour or so. But, anyways, so last night I fired up, and I took one massive hit, and then I looked at the this, right, and I got plenty of bud. And anyways, I got more in the other room. But anyways, told Chloe that he's got Northern Lights on sale. So this is what I put in my pipe, right? And I lit it, and I didn't know how long this stuff lasts. I've seen people leave it in their pipe for a long time, so I was like, cool, And so I told Chloe tonight, I'll be doing the same thing, but I got to find a quiet location for it. But anyways, whatever, right, man? So I told Chloe, so, me and Dinky were talking about Chloe earlier, and I said to Dinky, sure, I love my cousin. I said, yeah, the problem with Chloe is this morning, Chloe basically took some hits, right? And I'm trying to troubleshoot this, this was new to me. So I turned around and I said to Chloe, I don't think you inhaled it properly, because last night she inhaled so strong of the stuff in my pipe here that she basically was stoned. But this morning she got up and she was like, and then she held the smoke in but didn't let it out. With me, I held the smoke in and then I let it blow out my nose so it gets to my lungs. And so she turned around and she was all snippy, and she was really cranky. And I was like, whatever, bitch. What is the round thing? What round thing? You mean this? What round thing? This? This is my specialty pipe. See? This. See? This. This is my pipe. Oh, are you talking about the KB, sis? The round thing? Well, what are you talking about? The little green? Hold on, the little green thing. Hold on. So she was asking me what the little round thing is. So I think she was talking about this. You know, what is this? What is this round thing? This is what they call a KB. KB, man, KB. Is this what you're talking about? A round thing? Is this? KB is kind, bud. Bud. KB, it's kind, bud, man. Kind, bud. Look, sis. Sis doesn't understand what the green stuff is. You take the green stuff, you cut it in fours, or you use. Yeah, you see, you take this, you cut it in sections, and then you put it in your pipe. That's what we were talking about, but I guess it's different, man. So you cut it in four, or you use a a grinder. As Dinky probably wants to see, this is my grinder. It's shaped like a Pokeball. See, had to have it. So you pull out, you put your stuff in here, and then you grind it up. The bud is awesome, sass. This stuff I have in that jar right there is a white rhino. And then in my other area, I have Northern Lights, which I can go to the Bud Hut right now while I'm talking to you guys because I told Chloe to go get me some refills because Chloe basically doesn't want to use this. So I was like, look, if it's not working for you, I'll smoke it, you know? And so it's fine, you know. I told her to do that because that stuff there it doesn't detect in the house. So, you know, so anyways, so what I did was I told her to go to town, get what she needs, and then go to the Bud Hut, you know. And so she's gonna take a trip. She might swing by and deliver lunch, but she wants to go to the Bud Hut to get some extra refills for me, so I could stay in and then walk Moppy when I'm, you know. But um, also, you know, we're looking at you know, things. So I told her to go and get some refills. The pen's fine. I could use it since she doesn't want it. And I told her that I wanted uh, a little more. They only allow you to have up to an ounce a day, whether it be liquid or not liquid. So to me, I thought, all right. So one of the things I told Chloe to look into was more northern. That was pretty, you know, make sure we have enough, you know. So, because they don't charge too much for it, you know. I mean, Chloe's right here. Chloe's got one that's an 8 for $20, which is called the white. So, you know, an 8. So I told Chloe that Chloe goes to that Chloe can go and get the indica flower, which is um, a half. It would cost me like $30 for a half ounce or so of Northern Lights. So But anyways, we're just gonna, because I don't want to leave. And my main thing is I really don't want to go out unless I have to because of the pandemic. Cam, I can't see you, brother, working at a dispensary. I mean, I misjudged a guy who I thought was a girl until I realized his arms were hairy as hell and he was male. But he was the greatest guy in the world, too. He was talking to me about looking over my husband's book, you know. I just smoked the green stuff. You know, the only dork I see is my cousin Dinky. Now, the reason I decided to try this was to control Chloe's temper. Now, there is a little secret about this stuff, and I'll tell you what it is. Well, he gets mad. I use this. And then when Chloe gets mad again, I use it again. Wow. Other bullshit stuff that they're gonna, there's people out there, that, so. No, the bud is awesome, man. I mean, this stuff is great. I mean, I got a knife, so I was told to cut up stuff like this for into fours or fives, But my cousin said I'm a dork. She says grinders are for amateurs. Well, that's funny because my father-in-law recommended a grinder, man. Because my father-in-law recommended this. But anyways, so talking about this whole thing, Donald Trump came out on Twitter a minute ago stating that Biden wants to take away and something about Social Security. I'm not going to go to Twitter to look at it. I hate Twitter flooding my email with Twitter stuff, but it's the way it is, man. It's just really, really interesting. So Vito Giannese wouldn't surprise me. I mean, she does look like she's part of the mob with all that work done. No offense, Pee Wee knows I despise Pelosi. I don't like Pelosi. I don't like Mitch McConnell either. And like I said, Mitch McConnell was distancing himself from President Trump. And why is he distancing? No one knows. Why is he not paying a pandemic? Because he doesn't care. And by the way, sometime today we should have news about these stimulus checks, or the stimulus package being shot down by the Republicans for $500 billion again. 266 wouldn't surprise me if she's connected to the mob. That wouldn't surprise me at all. You see, that's stuff that I really, really do believe. I mean, look, her and Biden's been in there 40 fucking plus years. It's time for them to retire fully out of politics. Let someone else do it. Well, that's the thing. But where's Reagan, sis? Gone. So my cousin says grinders are for amateurs. Well, let me put it this way. Dinky, my father-in-law, Poppy, suggested we get a grinder. Well, for $10 and shaped like a Pokeball, I couldn't complain, But basically he stated that uh, uh, that his advice was more taken lightly more wholeheartedly than yours, Dinky, due to the fact that he's been doing pot for almost 50 years. So he's been doing it since he could, and he suggested it might mellow Chloe out. But to me, I think it's more likely opening my mind up and mellowing me out more, and I don't give two shits about, I mean, my guy's got a story for you, but I got to use the bathroom first. But I want to tell you a story that's really great. It's really good, and I think Pee Wee would love it. So would Dinky. Dinky's heard it pretty much. But anyways, let me use the bathroom. You guys chime in when I'm gone, Cam, and you, Dink. Yeah, Dinkster. I agree completely with you. Getting out is the best thing for me. I agree completely. Pee Wee recommends it too, but today I have school, and Chloe took too fucking long, literally. First, she gets up, takes all the hot water, and then she says, "Ow, ow, I'm a real woman." Then I turned around, And then she bitched to me while I was taking a shit. Then, not like yesterday where she took a razor blade by mistake, hit her Hercules tendon or whatever. And I mean, and her entire backside was, her sock and her bandages were all blood. She had to go and get that taken care of, go to the pharmacy, etc. So today she started snipping at me because she's like, well, I didn't fucking know you wanted to shower. So I was like, yeah, I wanted to shower, man, but it's okay if I stink. Doesn't matter. I got some perfume. I'm good. And she's like, so she took some for herself. And then a little bit later, twice, she got bitchy with me. And I said, look, man, it's almost 1 PM. You're not going to get me to go out to the Bud Hut with you till tomorrow. And she's like, I'll take your money and I'll do it for you. Rightio, man, rightio. So we did that. But the problem is she got, the second anger was about the laptop. And I basically turned around, and I said, look, man, you have not even earned it. So fuck the laptop. Well, I said, I'm going through my family. They're going to take care of it, but you're not even trying. You take the hot water, man. You fucking take and use my bathroom for fucking 45 minutes to put on your crusty face, man. I mean, literally, you want my opinion, if anyone wants to attack me, feel free to. I'm a big girl. But you know what I said to my cousin Dinky, everyone? That Chloe is so mentally ill that if pot can't relax her, it's relax me, man. Totally relax me. I can open up. And she turned around and she says, I'm going out to get some munchies. Fine, I want something to eat too, man. Maybe a sandwich or something. Pick me up a burger or something. Anyways. So I turned around and I basically told my cousin-in-law that Chloe is not a female. Boobs don't make a female. Having a uterus and ovaries don't make you a female. It's what's inside counts. I mean, literally. Excuse me, my pants are got to be pulled up. But look at this. Trying to lose some weight, so I spent 6 miles. My 6-mile walk today ended up being 2 miles on a treadmill because I couldn't get to the fucking I couldn't get to the fucking, I couldn't get to it. So, and that sucked. And I was fucking angry. Literally, I wanted to go for 6 miles, go to the post office, get my money orders right, and then go and send off my money orders. I have the envelopes ready. I got a whole box of envelopes and stamps. Unfortunately, my whole day was shot, so I told my cousin Dinky, well, I might as well just chief it up a bit. Fuck it. What's the point? I mean, I said, I don't care. If anyone wants to insult me to call Chloe a artificial woman or a fucking mentally ill man in a dress, come on and attack me because I can take it. Because that's how I see Chloe. They spend 45 minutes in the mirror, basically looking at their ass and putting makeup on, to fucking turning around and taking an hour and a half, draining the hot water tank, and then has no consideration for other people who wanted Bible time, 4 cups of coffee, which reminds me, I gotta get some more coffee soon, and then, shower. Said, my schooling's coming up soon, and I'm stuck here. Yeah, the apple. Yeah, exactly. I agree completely with the apple. Oh, yeah. Well, the thing is let me tell you what Pee-wee, before I go to the bathroom, why my father-in-law suggested pot over alcohol. Said alcohol kills brain cells, gives you liver and kidney damage. He said this will really help, Oh, you should see what my cousin said. Cousin said earlier, Pee-wee. She made the most funniest thing in the world. We're talking about it, right? We're talking about this laptop, right? So I turned around and told Chloe that I'm not going to order the laptop. Chloe got mad. Says, why not? I want to play these games. Well, I asked my cousin. I said, I have some money I'm sending you to get me a laptop, but I currently have a laptop. Unfortunately, my hard drive, I got to have it replaced again. So the computer guy's already been paid. When it fails, he'll put in a new my operating system and my thing in. I don't have a solid state drive in this one. So So my cousin Dinky says, I wouldn't get her shit. She's not into helping you out at all. Can't clean. That's true. Always bitching, uses all the hot water. What positives can you point out to me that she brings to the household? Well, I'll tell you there's one positive. She pays her rent. Plain and simple. You know, she pays the rent. Well, or her part of the rent. But anyways, I'm going to use the bathroom real quick. But no, she said that. So I said, what's the fucking point of buying a computer if I got to fucking do everything, right? So today, right, Chloe turns around. This is what I was telling my cousin. Turns around, she says she wants to stay with beer. Beer makes her happy drunk, right? Well, I went out the other day and I bought some beer and green apple cider. She wants to be a happy drunk by drinking that. Plain and simple. Give me a sec. So she turns around today and she says, I don't think it's working. Well, she wasn't trying it properly. Last night, she was stoned out of her gourd. She did not do anything but stay in that bed, right? And so, but she's not inhaling this. You got to inhale this. She's not. So that's why she's being fucking bitchy. But she thinks it's not working. So I told her, look, we'll get some more. We'll try it out and we'll see. If it doesn't work, then I guess I got to drag your ass with me to Portland and send her to the mental hospital because, you know, of that. Their mouths are. Their money where their mouths are. Yeah, I agree. I mean, literally, her mom basically said the other day, whoopee, big crying. You know, she was right, you know, being manipulated by Chloe. But the thing is Chloe is not even trying. I mean, literally. I mean, Chloe looked on my list today. I said, give me some dip. If you're getting a little munchy lunch, get me a little munchy lunch, you know. And so, you know, but she turned around, you know. You know. Hold on. So, anyways, I got the link for my father-in-law, so I can actually. So, cousin Dinky said today is pick on stoned Rita Day. Yeah, it's fine by me, man. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get it. I got an SSD laptop lined up. The thing is Chloe wants it so bad, but she isn't earning it. One bank account she's not touching. The other one she got a smaller check, you know, so she cashed it, and she's got all this cash, you know, and then you know, so. But yeah, she's like, well, after I get home with the Bud Hut, I'm gonna go out again and probably get dinner and some more beer. I guess she needs to try. I mean, literally, she needs to try, you know. So I told my cousin Dinky, I said, look, I really don't want to get her a new computer because she's not trying. Literally. I should take a picture of my apartment and send it off to Pee Wee and send it off to Dinky and you know, get her done. I mean, literally, the place looks like shit. And yet, you know, well, yeah, I mean, Chloe turned around last night. She said to me, literally, Pee Wee, she says, I want you to smoke this and let me get a secondary contact buzz. But this morning, she sat there right after, first thing in the shower. She's angry with me over the fucking thing. So she takes a couple hits. Then I go to use the toilet again. And then she gets angry with me for being on the toilet and then talks about laptops. And it's like, you haven't earned it. And she gets angry when I walked into the bathroom about 3 minutes before her, washing up my face, moisturizing it. I said, what? I can't use my fucking bathroom, man, because you're fucking angry, and she's fucking belly aching. Again, she took a couple more hits off of the pin. I don't think she inhaled it. Snapped at me.
Okay, here's Disney Stories. To use Disney Stories.
Fuck you. I don't need to use Disney Stories, man. Oh, my cousin Dinky turned around, and you know what she said? Not to change the subject, but she said that Chloe, I think, wants to live in misery and wants to, whatever it was, Let me see what she said. She doesn't want help. She wants to be catered to. Yep. And then, can't believe she won't get stoned. How annoying. She likes being out of control. That's the only thing I can think of. Why she won't take meds and get stoned. She doesn't want help. That's what she said. And I think that's the same, I agree with her. She doesn't want help, Yeah, Dinky's right, Literally, me and Dinky, we already talked about, she said to me privately, today that if I come down to Portland, where I will be doing my videos with you in her living room, that she said that I have to go out in the garage for the week. It's fine by me, as long as she provides me with a pot pipe and I buy the bud, we're good to go, man, because I can't transport mine across state lines. Good one, Pee Wee. Yeah, exactly. Disney does not want my story because you know what? You know what I feel like? I'll tell you what I truly feel like, man. Sis. By the way, I love you dearly. And I told my cousin Dinky this many times. I feel like I'm the person in the Disney movie. We got the people, right? And I can't remember the name of the movie now. I'll have to look it up for you. It's a really good movie, Anyways, I have Disney Plus, by the way, so I can look it up. Anyways, the movie is like Inside Out, I think, right? Anyways, it's about this girl, and she's growing up, and every little area she loves or fad is these towns, right? So she's got these towns. Oh yeah, so I got paid $30 Mulan. So it's like Disney's Inside Out, I think it is, right? So basically, what it is you turn around, and there's this girl, and anyways, the movie goes, there's this girl. And she turns around. I guess it is an Inside Out. Anyways, I don't know then. Let me see. Is that it? Oh yeah, Inside Out. So I guess right now it's somewhere else. But anyways, I'll look for it real quick. There it is. So Disney's Pixar Inside Out, where there's this girl, and she's got this control panel, and it's inside her head. And you got like sadness, happiness, joy, anger, etc. And that's how I feel. When I watch that movie, I'm like, dude, Chloe basically pushes a button and anger's like, it's time to pay back, or like happy or joyness, joy or happiness. And today Chloe sat there and she says, "Are you depressed?" And I'm going, "No, man. Why do you think I'm depressed?" "Well, I don't do anything." "Whatever, man." Yeah, I feel like I got, I get all these little people in me, and they're just like running around, and you know. Oh yeah, Chloe wants to eat me. Poor little guy. Hey, Boon Boon. Hello, Booner Booner. I mean, literally, that's how I feel it. I mean, I haven't told my father-in-law, but I got to get to see if Chloe's going to inhale, because last night I basically Chloe was so stoned with the white rhino that I called her Hippie Spice instead of Chloe Spice. She likes to be called Chloe Spice. I'm like, your new name's Hippie Spice, man. Hippie Spice. That's perfect. My name being Aries Sky, she calls me Sky High. Well, that's cool too, man. I mean, literally, she thinks, but my father said not to drink. He said, focus your, Chloe gets you angry, smoke some. And it was like Gail said the other day, run out of alcohol. Anytime you want to think about booze, just take a puff. You know? My husband always told me, a long time ago. Let's pick on a stoned read a day. Well, I'm hoping me and my cousin can spend some time. Well, yeah, that's what he said. But my dad also told me, I call him dad, told me 2005 when I first met him, I should be on pot. And I'm like, no, but 15 years later, he said it took me 15 years, but look at you. And I'm like, you know what? It's all good. I will be disappearing in about 20 minutes or so because I have to go for school. So.
See how Marisol can afford that stuff.
What did she do? What did she do this time, man?
Big remote control car that she put her dog in. Just tested it out for her little girl, right? And she remote controls it. And I mean, like, she's now getting expensive stuff, and how is she affording it?
All right. So what brings you back here? I thought you were going to Pot Hut.
Well, I got you your. Hold on a second. Which one's this?
See, you picked me up a burger.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Oh, here you go. There's my plate.
All right. One.
So you trying to fatten me up, are you?
Well, one burger, so
I said, well, if there's chicken tenders, get those. I didn't say burgers.
They didn't have chicken tenders at the gas station. They were out.
Right on, man.
Surprise.
All right, pop those on there too. I'll eat those.
You got more for me. Oh.
Well, I guess
I'm eating 2.
What'd you get?
A burger. Just one burger. What's this?
Hopefully are these regular singles?
Avocado. Yeah, I think they're singles.
So they're not doubles.
Well, still eat it.
Well, it doesn't matter. I asked because I was curious because the doubles are pretty fellow, man.
Yeah.
I found out something. Why this ain't working.
Why?
You're supposed to inhale it, hold it in, and bring it into your lungs and then blow it out through your nose. That's how you get high and mellow. You were holding it in your mouth and oh yeah, look at this. French fries. Yeah, I agree, Pee-wee. For the rest of you, I'm going to eat this and then I'm going to have to go to school. Teacher doesn't want me eating a burger. Soda is one thing, but a burger is another.
Yeah.
So, I will be back after school. You guys know this. But in the meantime, I guess I don't need a TV dinner for dinner tonight. What's up again? Water time. get the gloves?
Didn't sell any yet. But Ace Hardware stock is going to be stocked on winter stuff starting this weekend.
Right on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Support Ace. Support local businesses. Yeah, I'll be back a little later, Cam. Anyone else have anything to say before I ship out, man? You're probably going to be asking me questions today in school about Australia. Everyone knows I lived there for 5 years, man. You know, I saw a lady today, talking about politics for a minute, who went Democrat to Republican. All because she wants Donald Trump to win. Or because she thinks Nancy Pelosi is evil. Yep, pretty much, you know.
Well, this isn't trending for Democrats to go Republican all over.
Really? Interesting.
A lot of people are saying that they don't like Pelosi.
No. Pelosi did say something rude today.
Mm-hmm.
She said that she wanted, mind you, to delay stimulus to get Donald Trump out. But you know what? I got a gut feeling Moscow Mitch, even though I don't like Moscow Mitch, all right? Personally, literally, is not in cahoots with Pelosi. They're working together to get Donald Trump out by doing things. I mean, look at Mitch McConnell's $500 billion bill won't pass
Do you
today.
think Pelosi's hurting Biden's chances?
In my opinion, no. I don't. Pelosi's on her own plane. Biden, on the other hand, well, I mean, the next presidential debate's coming up soon, too, I think. I gotta find out when it is. I'll make sure to watch it.
Mm-hmm. It's this week.
No, it's Thursday.
Yep, tomorrow.
Yep, tomorrow. In Nashville. So NBC, ABC, CBS are all gonna post it.
Mm-hmm. Some of you guys are not going to mute the microphone in Nashville.
Actually, they are. That's the thing. Pee-wee and I were talking about that last night. They are actually going to mute the microphone. That's why, Donald Trump didn't like it. Like, the thing is, they got it set up so they want each party member to do it. They decided this time around, and well, Pee-wee, she's got her own opinions, and she said to me that
she'll be muted and he'll still be ranting on and demanding the microphone's on. Wait, turn on the microphone. Turn that microphone back on or you're fired. I will have my agents arrest you personally.
it's going to be interesting. It really will be interesting, everyone. So, got to shovel these in as fast as I can so I can get to school soon.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get to spend an hour to 2 hours listening to old biddies, and the teacher doesn't want me fucking eating my dinner.
I'll go to Bud Hut after this. in Australia.
Same as here. That must mean is it legal? Apparently, it isn't legal there.
I hear North America is used more in it's used more in North America than any other continent.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We're one of the top 2 countries that use it.
Well, I know. I was reading an article once.
Mm-hmm. That is.
And they were talking about pot, right, everyone? And apparently, before they could do a show, Cheech and Chong, apparently some of their cronies got picked up in Australia by the Australia Federal Police over pot in their bags. See, in Australia, when I lived there, you get pot, you had to go through a dealer. So here it's a different story. So, but anyways, I will be back after school is out. I'll let you all know by email or you'll get a notification. So, but I gotta shovel this in.
Now, what's a website that will not let Australians post any news articles on?
I don't remember.
Is it Facebook?
Would be.
Some site they're saying they banned Australia from doing so because the Australian news channels want money.
So I saw an interesting thing today. An article. Shouldn't have eaten the fries, man. But you know what? It's all cool because, as Cole knows, I can always reheat my burger tonight too. Put it in a Ziploc bag and eat it as soon as cools out. I'll heat it in the oven for 20 minutes and eat it. So I don't waste my dinner. I ate fries, so that's why my tummy hurts. Oh man.
There's a lot of rich billionaires gerrymander because they don't want the white race to die.
Well, you wanted to know about the report. I'll tell you real quick, and then I gotta get school time. Basically, it said because of all the people doing early voting, because they're afraid of voter suppression.
Yep.
They've decided, you're gonna love this, that by the time the election's over, the president and vice president will already have their tallied up, and they won't need the Supreme Court to decide the fate of the election. It was pretty good today.
They're predicting a Biden victory.
Yeah. But 13 days to go. It isn't over till the fat lady sings, as everyone knows.
Yep, less than 2 weeks.
Yeah, 12 days because,
Well, after today.
Well, yeah, but today is, I go off of Eastern Time's business thing, By the way, Donald Trump was in Arizona recently. I heard it wasn't that good.
Alright. No, a lot of the Arizonans hate him. Because the coronavirus and Hispanics don't like him either.
Yeah, well, he claims that he's good with, Oh, it was a while ago, but the last time I had astral projection was when I was in I went to heaven to see Jesus, and that's how he told me about who was winning the election. So, anyways, I'll be back, everyone. I got to go to school, so please add and subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestion. Hit the like, subscribe button. It's also funny for your family, including your dogs or cats, your bunnies, your service dog. Hit the notification, the bell notification, new content every day. Thanks for watching. God bless you and everything you do.